Hello, Watem here, and welcome back to some more Umineko When Seagulls Cry. I remembered after the last time that I forgot to go through the characters that died since last we saw. Ivy Kraus, corpse discovered in the Rose Garden Arbor. Cause of death is assumed to be strangulation by cord-shaped object. A stake-shaped weapon is sticking out of his thigh. If not for the Epitaph, stakes wouldn't have even been needed. What a pain. And that's he. Corpse discovered in the Rose Garden Arbor. The cause of death is assumed to be strangulation by a cord-shaped object. A stake-shaped weapon was sticking out of her car. Why does the Epitaph even need to be followed in the first place? Again? Yeah. I think that was it. Oh no, right. George, corpse discovered in the mansion's parlor. Murder weapon is assumed to be a gun or a spear-shaped object. In exchange for his soul, the witch granted an 8-digit number. In exchange for his soul? 07151129 when spoken a small golden land will be opened. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, Nanjo. I feel like we wouldn't have seen him yet, but a corpse discovered in the hallway outside the servant room of the mansion. The murder weapon is assumed to be a gun or spear-shaped object. One last push, and he too would probably have been home free. But at the last possible moment, she did not permit him that. And we just got Beatrice, Eva, Bachelor, and Jessica alive.
わらわにしか救えぬ命があるならば、わらわはそれを救う。そして魔女と認められるぞ。わらわは魔女にならねばならぬのだ。
Yeah, I was thinking that leading zero maybe meant that it was a date, but maybe it's a password instead, or some kind of combination lock.
これが試練であるならば、これまでの悪行に見合わぬ幼稚なものよ。さあ、姿を消せ、ロノウェ。かつて黄金の魔女と呼ばれた一匹の蝶の最後となるかもしれぬ魔法を見るがいい。
かしこまりました。黄金の魔女の名に恥じぬ魔法、拝見させてもらいます。願わくばそれが最後の魔法とならぬこと。
行け、我が友よ。もしインクが足りるなら、我が愚かなる生涯を記して同じ道を歩もうとする愚か者に手渡せ。さらばだ、ロノウ。
Oh, right, because Cannon's body was in the chapel, wasn't it? That's where it was found. Knocking once more on the land, on the door to the Golden Land.
どこにいるの？どこにいるの？助けて。助けてよ。お嬢様、僕はいつだってお嬢様のすぐそばに控えております。カノン君、カノン君。
Seemed to Jessica so she'd heard Cannon's voice just then. She looked around with unseeing eyes, but of course, she saw nothing. Funny that. On the contrary, that action caused her head to hit the desk again.
カノン君、助けて。助けて。 はい、お嬢様。僕がお助けします。
カノン君、生きてたの。
This time, she thought she heard his voice clearly. Jessica jumped up in surprise, banging her head against the desk once again.
お嬢様、どうか心を落ち着けてお聞きください。残念ながら僕は生きてはいません。僕はすでに死んでしまっています。ですが、あの魔女がお嬢様の危機を僕に知らせに来ました。そしてわずかの間だけお嬢様に手助けできる時間をくれました。
Oh, is it actually possible?
どうか心をもっと落ち着けて。そうすればお嬢様にも僕の姿が見えるようになります。
Jessica obeyed those words. She chased all idle thoughts from her head and relaxed her breathing. Of course, her heart felt like it would explode after hearing the voice of one she liked and had thought was dead. She resisted the excitement with all her strength. When she did, she felt as though Kanken really was right in front of her. Even though she shouldn't have been able to see him with her eyes, she was able to sense him clearly.
僕が見えますか、お嬢様。
はあ、見えるぜ。確かにカノン君が見えるよ。
僕は魂だけの存在です。だからお嬢様に触れることはできません。こうして言葉をかけることしかできない。それだけしかできないか弱い存在ですが。
言葉だけなの。カノン君に触ることはできないの？
僕は今ろうそくの煙よりも儚い存在です。聖者であるお嬢様に触れられればたちまち書き消えてしまうほどに。だからどうか触れようとしないでください。僕もお嬢様に触れたい気持ちを抑えているのですから。それよりお嬢様、よく聞いてください。新しい黄金の魔女は残酷な心の持ち主です。
And the old one didn't?
必ずやお嬢様をひどい目に遭わせようとするでしょう。この部屋から逃げ出し隠れなければなりません。
どうやって？
Indeed, how?
私は目が見えない。
静かに。僕がお嬢様の目になります。僕がかける言葉に従って動いてください。まずそのまま3歩這い出て、それから立ち上がってください。
Based on, just thinking, based on what it said about Nancho, it might be possible, but some of them do survive this time, for once.
今お嬢様がいるのは机の下です。そのまま立てば頭をぶつけます。
机の下だったのか。わかったよ。1、2、3、立つぜ。
お上手です。次は時計でいう9時の方向を向いてください。はい、お上手です。
なんだか恥ずかしいぜ。
大丈夫ですか？傷が痛みますか？
いや、平気だぜ。次は。
Jessica thought that if this was a dream, she didn't want to wake up. And if she were allowed to, she would have wanted to take off the bandage covering her eyes and see him. However, if she did that, Cannon might vanish like frail candle smoke, just like he himself had said. She was afraid of that. So she satisfied herself with just listening to his words once more, repressing her desire to see him, to hold him. Therefore, what hurt her eyes now were tears of gratitude. Tears of gratitude for the god, or maybe the witch, who had given her this miraculous moment.
大丈夫なの？こんなに喋ってあいつに気づかれない？声を聞かれない？
隠密の結界を張っています。大きな音や声を出さなければ誰も気づきません。だから誰も僕の気配には気づけない。
なんだかわからないけど、とにかく静かにしてれば大丈夫ってことなんだな。次はどうするんだ？
そのままゆっくり10歩ほどを歩いてください。ソファーに触ります。それに沿って進んでください。ゆっくりと落ち着いて、僕の言葉を信じて。
不思議だぜ。目が見えないってのはあんなにも怖いものだったのに、カノン君と一緒だと全然怖くないよ。
そう、それがソファーです。
I've just been thinking of like some other possible explanations for Canon. One, Jessica is being delirious. She has hit her head several times, and stress and all that. Two, she's intentionally misleading the audience. Three, Canon isn't dead, and is pretending to be dead and doesn't want her to touch him so that she doesn't know that he's still alive, so then after the fact he can pretend that he's dead.
左になぞりながらゆっくり進んで。すぐ左にテーブルがあります。すねをぶつけないように気をつけて。
It was a very, very strange and bizarre team effort. Even though she would have been killed in an instant if a terrible witch noticed her, there was no fear in Jessica's heart. She was being protected and guided by Canon, someone who she thought she'd never be reunited with. It would probably be just a momentary miracle. Even so, Jessica was deeply grateful for it. If she hoped for too much, she was sure that she would disappear, so she tried not to ruin this faint miracle. And, trying to engrave this moment into her heart for all eternity, she slowly, slowly continued to walk, obeying Canon's voice.
さあ、さらに10歩を歩けば使用人室から出ます。そしたら9時の方向を向いてゆっくりとずっと歩いてください。右の壁に手を置き、それに沿ってずっとずっと僕が 安全な部屋までお連れします。
そこに行ったらカノン君は帰っちゃうの？
Canon didn't answer, but his lack of an answer was enough to tell her the truth.
ならやだ、行きたくないよ。
ここにいれば魔女に殺されます。
いいよ、殺されればカノン君のいる世界へ行けるもん。
お嬢様、どうか聞き分けてください。死者である僕には人の世は眩しくて辛すぎる。だから長くはとどまれません。だからお嬢様、僕に許された時間でお嬢様を安全な場所まで導くことをどうか許してください。そしたら時間が尽きるまでずっとお嬢様と一緒にいますから。
それがカノン君にできる精一杯なの？
はい。その代わり1秒でも長くお嬢様のそばにいるようにします。ずっとお嬢様といてお話をします。
どんなお話？
どんなお話がいいですか？
カノン君が聞かせてくれるならどんな話でもいいよ。
では、勇気のない臆病な使用人の少年の話を。
I want to hear that could be talking about.
太陽のように眩しいお嬢様に恋心を抱き、同じ気持ちを打ち明けられながらも臆病さに負け、ついに生あるうちに自分に素直になれなかった。
なら私もしたいよ。大好きな男の子にね。もっともっと大好きだよって勇気を振り絞れなかった臆病な女の子の話を。そしてその男の子に再会できる奇跡を神様がくださって、その勇気を振り絞る機会をもう一度与えてもらった女の子が
僕もその話を聞きたいです。だからそのためにも行きましょう。安全な場所まで。
カノン君と一緒ならいつまでだってどこまでだって歩くよ。もう目なんていらない。カノン君が踏み出せと言うなら崖の先へだって一歩を踏み出すよ。
ありがとう。さあお嬢様、参りますよ。最初の10歩。
嫌だ。ジェシカって呼んでくれなきゃ。
わかりました。ではジェシカ最初の10歩を踏み出して。
カノン君。
Very quietly, Jessica and Cannon slowly snuck out of the servant room. Just around the corner, the witch could be seen cruelly looking down at Nanjo's corpse, but she didn't even notice their presence. However, Renove, who stood up ready by her side, met Cannon's eyes. Cannon thought, oh no, grimacing and blocking Jessica with his back. However, Renove did not inform his master. He played dumb, just as though he hadn't spotted Canon in the first place. No, maybe he did appear to chuckle. From a finger on Renova's hands, which had joined behind his back, a single small gold butterfly appeared, flying in front of Canon and so guiding him. It went unnoticed by the master he served. Canon was surprised at the magic that butterfly held, because it was far more powerful than the secrecy barrier Canon possessed. He may not have known it, but that power of his had originally been Renova's. Canon's ability was an imitation of that, which Kinzo had made and given to him. As that butterfly's secrecy magic scattered gold scales, it grew smaller bit by bit. It probably wouldn't last long, but without a doubt, even that would buy them enough time to get them far away from the cruel witch.
さあ、お嬢様。その壁に沿い、ずっと歩いていきましょう。ずっと、ずっと。
カノン君と一緒ならどこまでもずっとずっと。
Led and protected by the small gold butterfly, the pair, separated by the wall of life and death, slowly walked away towards the end of the corridor. There was no way that the evil witch could have had magic to notice their flight. She is a new witch after all. She might be very powerful, but she lacks very much in experience. Till they disappeared at the other end of the corridor, the witch didn't realize that Jessica had vanished. By the time the gold butterfly Renova had sent evaporated completely, Jessica had reached the parlor. Even though it would have been a quick trip if she'd been able to see, as she was now, it has been a very long adventure.
さあ、お嬢様。客間にたどり着きました。これからお嬢様を窓際のカーテンの束のところまでお連れします。その中に隠れればきっと安全です。
カーテンの中か。うまいな。私も昔よくそこに隠れたもんだぜ。
ベアトリーチェ様。
Canon called out the witch's name. Jessica looked around in surprise, but she obviously couldn't spot the witch when she couldn't see. Beata had appeared once again with a faint form. Canon squared off against the figure of the evil witch. Beata's expression was soft, or even pitying.
どういう気まぐれで僕を蘇らせてくれたのか。僕には
気まぐれに過ぎぬ。いや、魔女とはこうあるべきなのだ。わらわがそれを気づくのに1000年をかけた。それだけの愚かしい話だ。
Oh, it's sounding like the start of the next episode will certainly be very different.
誰がいるの？
お嬢様、お静かに。彼女は魔女、ベアトリーチェ。僕をお嬢様にもう一度会わせてくれた恩人です。
魔女ベアトリーチ
ェ。わらわのことなどどうでもよい。
Ah, yes, you were her because she brought you back to life. Conveniently forgetting how she killed you the first time. Da-da-da-da-da.
それより、早くその女をカーテンの影に隠すがよい。そなたに残された時間も長くないであろう。ジェシカと最後の語らいに費やすがいい。カーテンの束の中で密会とは、そなたらもなかなか味な真似をする。
ありがとう ベアトリーチェ、カノン君に会わせてくれてありがとう。
Jessica didn't know where Beata was, so she said that while facing in the wrong direction. Perhaps because she found it funny. Beata snickered.
あとは愛し合う二人にこの部屋を譲る。
Right, yep.
邪悪なる魔女に恋話は不要でな。退出させてもらおう。
ベアトリーチェ様、ありがとうございます。
礼などいらぬ。こんなのでは償いきれぬほど悪行を重ねておることはそなたがよく知っておろうに。
良き魔女には感謝を選別とします。今までがどうであったか、そしてこれからがどうであるかは知らない。しかし今この瞬間、あなたは間違いなく良き魔女だ。
おべっかが過ぎるぞ、カグメが。次に会うときは期待を裏切らぬ悪しき魔女であるかもしれぬぞ。それではさらばだ。
Beata left the parlour and closed the door. And mustering the last of her remaining magical power, she sealed the door. The fact that those two had escaped into here would eventually be noticed. And now that the ninth twilight had been reached, no matter how much they struggled, their inescapable fate had already been decided. However, until that final moment, they should be given the chance to speak with each other of their love. The witch poured out all of her magical power to protect their time together, so that no one would be able to defile their time alone until the last possible moment. At that time, Beata noticed something. Her body had been detected by a magical searching technique. The evil witch's furniture had sniffed this place out.
無粋なるは魔女のゆえんか。
Well, hang on, how come now you're not transparent?
若き二人に恋を語らせる気もなしとは。
45データ受領。標的称号仙台ベアトリーチェ卿と確認。百魔防御壁を解析。多層防御壁72層、構成防壁および魔法反応走行。100万への狙撃は不可能。
Oh.
410へデータリンク。410データ受領。にひ。じゃあ仙台様を先にしちゃえばいいだけの話だに。大ベアトリーチェ卿、攻撃許可を。撃ってちょうだい。ああ、急所は外してね。バーバーに聞きたいことがあるの。410射撃。にひ。
The Siesta's sister's gold bow released a gold snake. Crawled down the corridor, starting from the front of the servant ring, aiming for the parlour as it drew a soft, snake-like curved line trajectory. And pierced Beata's chest. Gold butterflies and the cruel witch appeared along with her furniture.
仙台様、二度もの妨害、もはや許されませんぞ。
許されようとも思わぬわ。しかしシエスタ姉妹も腕が落ちたものよ。 わらわを仕留め損なうとはな。
And on that note, I will be ending it there for today. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know any feedback you have in the comments. And until next time, see ya.